Hello everyone, I'm Praveen and this video is about the Task-1 for Data Science Intern of the Sparks Foundation Group program. So the task is to perform prediction using supervised machine learning. It is a simple linear regression task and it involves only two variables. As you can see, we can use R, Python or SAS Enterprise Miner, and I'm going to be using Jupyter Notebook, which is Python. And then we are given the data set using this link, so I'm going to import it into the Jupyter Notebook using that link. So let's proceed. So the first thing I did is to import the libraries. As you can see, I've imported pandas, numpy and seaborn matplotlib for the visualization purposes, and then I've imported the dataset from the link as I've said earlier, and then I've used data.shape to get the number of rows and columns. And as the task mentioned, we do after all have only two columns, that is the number of hours spent studying and the scores of each student. So I've used data.describe to get the count of number of instances in each feature, the mean of each feature, maximum, minimum, standard deviation, and so on. And then I've used the info function to see if there are any null values and to get to know the data types of each column. So we don't have any null values in any of the rows, so it's fine. Then I've used the plot function to plot a scatter plot with the number of hours on the x-axis and the scores of students on the y-axis. And as you can see, the scatter plot looks pretty linear, and the simple linear regression will be pretty perfect for this. So the number of hours is being proportional to the number of scores. So then I've used the data.core to find the correlation matrix between these hours and scores. So as you can see, they're pretty well correlated. The score is 0.976. So we get the same information what we got from this plot. And then I've also went ahead and plotted the disk plot for both hours and scores, and even from this plot we can see that it looks pretty similar, the density of hours and scores. So then I went ahead and divided the data set for the purpose of training the model. So the X is the feature we are going to be using for prediction, which is the number of hours, and Y is the score, the scores of students. So then I've split the data into 0.2 test size, which means we are going to get 80% of the data as the training data and 20% as the test data. So then I've used the linear regression model and fit the training sets into it. And as you can see, the line is pretty fitting the data almost perfectly. So I went ahead and predicted, and here are the original, this is the original test set out of the 25. We got 5 instances here, and these are the predicted values. Of course they are offset by a little bit because it is a regression problem, but it is not a problem. So here I have plotted the difference between the original and predicted values, y-test minus y-pred, and it is pretty close to 0. The median of this, the mean of this is 0. So we can say that the model is performing pretty good, and it will be in working condition. So the question was to find if a student scored, if a student studied for 9.25 hours per day, what might be his score. So to answer that question, we are going to be sending this value 9.2 hours into our model using model.predict. Q is the variable that I have given to the number of hours, and the answer is A. So we are getting 91.09%. That's it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.